Welcome to the ACEVEDO video store. Today we're going to review Golden Dragon Silver Snake from 1979, directed by Godfrey Ho, produced by Joseph Lai and Thomas Tang, starring Dragon Lee for its 45th anniversary. The story is about a man who just arrives in town in order to find out who murdered his brother, and is also working at a restaurant. Meanwhile, the local gang is terrorizing everybody in town to pay higher rent or else he will be killed. So the man decides to fight back against the gang and also find out who murdered his brother. That's the basic plot of the movie and all. I was kind of surprised like the quality with the movie. The story is pretty interesting and all that. The action choreography and also the cinematography when it comes to like capturing the fight scenes are really well done. Dragon Lee has a great screen presence. It is also surprisingly comedic, even though in the trailer there's an epic narration voice. It's like, Dragon Lee is the golden dragon. And then you see footage of Dragon Lee playing around with an egg. I think this movie is more of a comedy martial arts movie than a full-on serious martial arts movie. Of course, where you have Dragon Lee doing the comedic bits. And also there's the main antagonist of the movie, the leader of the gang, who you don't see him, and he's playing around with a cat. Similar to a James Bond villain, which I'm forgetting the name of it, unfortunately. The music is also well done, so I'll give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Now, I only own this movie on the Tough Guys of Kung Fu DVD set from Brentwood. Yes, Brentwood. A sign of quality. A type of quality, indeed. Golden Dragon Silver Snake is actually on the first disc, but 10 movies on 5 discs, and each disc is double-sided, so each movie has its own side. Pretty good idea and all that, instead of compressing 2 movies into one side of a disc. So here's the double-sided DVDs. The case is really thick and all that, like a Mill Creek 50 movie pack, but this has 10 movies instead of 50. But the weird thing about this release of the movie itself is that for some reason, throughout several points in the movie, I think around 7 or 8 points and all that, there will be this narration going, end of segment 1, beginning segment 1, stand by, boop, doop, doop. I don't know why it's there and all that. I think it's a mistake when it came to transferring the movie itself to digital or something going on there. And I thought it was an audio option, oh, I'm on the wrong audio channel. But no, it's only one audio channel, the English dub. Like I said, Brentwood is a sign of quality. A different kind of quality, indeed. I didn't officially check on the other movies to see if the narration appears on those, or Brentwood was just stuck with this copy of the movie and decided to just go with it and nobody won't notice. But I did. Maybe if I look up some old Kung Fu forums and all that where they talk about this DVD, they will go hey, there's this problem here. What's going on here, Brentwood? Speaking of the quality and all that, the transfer for this movie is a little interesting because it's very orange. I'm not sure if it's like a film print issue where the film print is just faded to red, but it's very orange copy and all that. And also it's cropped to 4:3, of course. But interesting enough, the opening credits are in widescreen. Well, squeezed into a 4:3 widescreen. There's probably a widescreen copy out there in the world for the movie to get and all that. I know the actor Dragon Lee was interviewed for the documentary Enter the Clones of Bruce, which is a documentary about the Bruceploitation, which I'm pretty excited for. Severin Films, the company that's producing the documentary, is also going to make several Bruceploitation box sets. So maybe we'll get Golden Dragon Silver Snake in a new HD transfer on Blu-ray. Interesting enough, I have the Criterion Bruce Lee box set, and on the bonus discs, there's a feature mini documentary about Bruceploitation. There's also a collection of trailers for Bruceploitation movies, one of them including Golden Dragon and Silver Snake. But although that trailer is a little bit weird because it's cropped to 4:3, but the titles are squeezed into 4:3, so they were widescreen, but they were squeezed into. Overall, it's a pretty good movie. I do not suggest getting this release unless you're okay with listening to a guy every 10 minutes saying oh, stand by, segment ending, segment beginning. There's other physical media releases from I could tell for this movie, but there are UK Region 2 exclusives. I will leave a link to the description to watch a movie on YouTube, which actually does not include the narration voice. So that's all the review. Have a nice day, and later on come back to our video store.